Hello everyone, it's Sona here from Upgrade Your OET by Bose Learning. In this new section, we're going to be looking at common mistakes that are made in the OET speaking exam and how to avoid them. And this is what I want you to imagine. You have a patient who's a 26-year-old chef who has fractured her wrist in a snowboarding accident. She wants to return to work as soon as possible as she's worried about losing her job. I've got a short dialogue for you from the healthcare professional and the patient. And the healthcare professional says, "I see in your notes, Jane, that you fractured your wrist. What do you know about your condition?" Okay, have a little read of that and tell me what is wrong about this. Just a little hint here, the grammar is absolutely fine. So what's going wrong here then? Have you found the answer? Well, what the healthcare professional is trying to do here is explore the patient's ideas. And that, of course, is one of the criteria that the OET is looking for. But let's just think about how best to actually explore the patient's own ideas, concerns, or expectations. The expression, "What do you know about your condition?" is a little bit strange. Well, Jane might say, "I know that it's broken," or "I know that I fractured my wrist." So it's a little bit of a strange question. It would be much better for the healthcare professional to say something like this. "I can see in your notes, Jane, that you fractured your wrist. How did that happen?" So we've got a nice open question to begin with. The patient might say, "It was a snowboarding accident." And then the professional would say, "Oh dear, it sounds painful. But I could see that it's healing well and that a callus has formed. Do you know much about how our bodies respond to fractures like this?" So here, the healthcare professional is exploring the patient's own ideas about fractures and calluses and how they're formed. So the professional is finding out what the patient knows already, because there's no point in going into long explanation if the patient has already been told this and understands it well. Let's have a little look at some of the criteria that the OET is looking for, and this is from the OET website itself here. So, eliciting and exploring the patient's ideas, concerns, and expectations, in this case, finding out if the patient knows what happens when we fracture our bones. Picking up on the patient's cues. Well, the patient is a chef. What does that mean? The patient uses their hands every day in their job. And then relating any explanations to elicited ideas, concerns, or expectations, and the professional can say something like this. "Now, I know you're probably eager to get back to cooking, but with a callus, you have to be careful, or perhaps it's not strong enough, or you have to keep the plaster cast dry," etc., etc. So, yes, definitely explore the patient's ideas and concerns and expectations, but make sure you're doing it in an appropriate way. Thank you very much for watching this first quiz of how to avoid common mistakes in the OET speaking. If you like this video, please subscribe to us for more quizzes and OET tips and advice, and don't forget to like and share this video with your friends and colleagues. You can also find us on udemy.com, where we've got 3 on-demand courses for you, and you can find the links to that in the information below. Thanks very much for watching, and see you again next time. Bye bye.